What's going on, everyone? It's Andy with the Birdcage Brigade, and I am here with my cousin. My cousin, Angel Angelito 1023. What's going on?
What's up? What's up?
And we are here to present to you his favorite deck,
Bonney.
And cousin, you're going to tell us all about this deck. Just show us the goo, man, whenever you're ready.
All right, so this is like my favorite leader to play. I know ins and outs with it as much as I can. I learned how to play offensively, defensively with this deck. It's mainly defensive though. The build is pretty standard. You're gonna need to have 4 of the character jewelry Bonney.
The Searcher.
Yeah, the Searcher. So with this card, if it's your only turn 1 play it out, especially if you're going to play against blue, you want to make sure that you have cards out of hand, like minimal cards, so that way they don't pudding you. But whenever you play this card, you got to ask yourself, what do you want to find if you're going to play it out? Because if you already have your Cavendish in hand, if you already have 2 Ks in hand, you don't really necessarily need to have a body, especially if you're not going to swing with it.
Right.
Going into my first set of 2 Ks, I run 4 of the EBO1 Scratchman to Poo.
All right.
This comes out pretty handy whenever you're wanting to rest a little tiny blocker, or if you're just needing to find something with your jewelry Bonney.
Okay.
The next 2K that I run is the other 2 cost Scratchman to Poo from the starter deck.
Okay.
This is literally the MVP whenever you're doing the mirror match.
All right.
Just being able to put 1 Dawn on him and swinging at their opposing leader, resting their Dawn for free. This is just crazy.
Okay.
It's also really good against Nami. It's good against leaders that just want to hold on up for running events. For my blockers, I run 4 of the Rosinante.
Alrighty.
This literally saves everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, even if it's rested, it'll still save it if they're trying to get rid of stuff on your board. Now that we're going into OP10, I decided to change it up a bit and bring back the Bartolomeo blocker.
Oh, all right, cool.
Some other people are using the other 3 cost Rosinante that came from the Odyssey set. But I do like the Bart currently. I like the effect of being able to draw a card whenever I rest something. And you tend to do that a lot with this deck.
And he's searchable.
And he is searchable with your Bonney.
For sure.
For the new stuff, from OP10, I have 4 of the Tashigi.
Very nice.
This comboed out with Rosinante will save you every single time.
You can like never touch anything,
You
right?
can't. Whenever they try to red rock something, you can rest it. Whenever they try to attack into this, you can trash this instead. Having this combo out is very beneficial.
That's nasty work.
I'm going into my 5 cost. I'm still on 4 of the Carrot.
Okay.
I like Carrot at 4. I used to play her at 3, but I like it right now at 4. It is a 1K counter as well. Whenever you can't find your Cavendish, or whenever you can't find another reasonable solution to keep something frozen on board, she comes in clutch.
All right.
And it keeps 7 or less frozen, so it'll buy you another turn.
Nice.
The next 5 that I run is the Cavendish.
Oh, of course.
You gotta have 4. If you run it at 3, you're gonna feel like sometimes you don't even see it. But yeah, you want to run that one at 4.
All right.
Right now, I'm still play testing with this one for the new smoker that came out for OP10. I have seen builds with 4, but I think I'm okay with it at 3.
All right.
Whenever I can't find my Cavendish and I have my smoker, I'll play that one out. You're still going to get the 1 Dawn back up every single turn. If you're able to establish these 2 on the board, it is insane. You could do so much.
For sure.
You could play out the Cavendish, get 2 back. If you already have the smoker, you can bring 1 back up. If you already have the smoker first, then you play out the Cavendish. You can get 3 Dawn back every single turn.
So these 2 work together. These 2 work together.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Yeah. And then the Hodies.
Of
I love my
course.
Hodies.
Oh yeah.
You gotta have 4 Hodies. Yeah.
All in alt variations. Yes.
You have to have 4. Whenever I played it at 3, sometimes I felt like I would just bottom deck it whenever I search a lot. If I have a starting hand and I have at least 1 of him, I'll try and keep it depending on what the matchup is. The next boss monster that I have is 3 of the Eustace Captain Kidd.
Very nice. Yes.
This is going to be your MVP for pretty much all the games. going against Blue Dofi, going against decks that swarm the board and they can only poke and poke and poke. If you have one of these on, they're going to have a hard time removing it.
And then this paired with this and paired with that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you can never get rid of it. Like like having one of these out plus these two is crazy.
Yeah.
I brought the number back down for Doflamingo. I used to run it at 4, but I wanted to try it at 3 for a little bit. Being able to take control of the game, so that way you can make sure that your opponent has a harder time swinging into this if you have it out already.
All right.
If I play it at 4, sometimes I feel like I see it too much when I don't really need it, and I'd rather just have another card with counter.
For sure.
So I brought the number down to 3, so that way I could bring this one up to 3 because I used to play it at 2. But I brought this up to 3 for the Shanks. Being able to play one of these out after they try to get rid of the kid, you have something to KO every single time.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Very nice.
And then for the events, I just have 3 of the 0 cost.
Very nice.
If it comes out of life and my opponent has a pretty big board, I'm not afraid to trigger it off of life, rest of 4 cost.
Yeah. So that could be another attacker.
It could be, you can literally be taking away a swing from them.
Yes.
So this one's really good.
Nice.
If it comes out of trigger, and if you needed to save you for just another turn, play it out. Don't be afraid to use it. I will say that the build now, you're heavier in the 2Ks. It's a little different because right now there's a lot of stuff that can KO your board. So you kind of have to find a way to at least keep your hand healthy. And this deck is it could be played very defensively, and you will take life. Sometimes you'll be playing games when you're like maybe 2 or 1 life and your opponent still has 4. But don't be afraid.
Right.
Your kid is gonna save you.
For sure.
Have faith in kid, and you'll do fine.
Nice.
That's it.
All right, cousin. I believe you're going to be playing this tonight. We'll see how well you do. I'll post it up on all the socials. And speaking of which, follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, subscribe, do all the things, and we'll see you later.